Okay, so the question is, what do we do if we're given the volume and we're given two of the dimensions, which are the sides, but we're missing a third dimension? So in this question they say a rectangular prism has a length of 5 inches, a width of 8 inches, and a volume of 400 inches cubed. And they want you to find the height. Okay, so that is our focus, finding the height. It is a volume question, but are we finding volume? No. We're going to use what they give us to find a missing dimension, a missing piece. So since we're still on volume, and they give us the length and the width, and we're finding the height, we are still going to use the typical formula. Volume equals length times width times height. However, this time, do we know what the volume is? Yes, it's 400. So instead of the V, I'm going to put in 400. Do I know my length? Yes, my length is 5. Do I know my width? Yes, my width is 8. Do I know my height? No, so I'm going to leave it as H. Now we got to solve for H. The next step, what I would do is, since 5 and 8 are next to each other, I'd go ahead and do the multiplication. So if I do 5 times 8, I get 40. So now instead of 5 times 8, I can put in 40. So we have 40 times a mystery number gives us 400. This is solving an equation, so again, it's going back to the first quarter, before we went to virtual school. I think it was actually the third quarter. So if you remember, to solve an equation, you put your line down from the equal sign, and let's see if we can make that thinner. And then you are going to do the opposite operation to both sides. This time the operation is times 40. Opposite of times 40 would be to divide by 40. So I'm going to write that in here. Divide 40. Now, if I want to keep the sides equal though, we said we're going to do it to both sides. So we also have to take this side and divide it by 40 to keep it equal. Okay, so now let's look at the left side. The left side says 400 divided by 40. If you did that accurately, 400 divide by 40. Can't go into 4, goes into 40 once, and you're basically just left with zeros. Okay, but we got to finish it out. So 40 goes into 0 times. So you get here, on this side you get 10. Now on the other side, let's see what we're going to get. What happens to opposites? Opposites get crossed out. So this times 40 and this divide by 40 go away. And you are left with H. So what is our H? Our H is equal to 10. Now, you can check to see if it makes sense. If I know that my height is 10, let's see if it works. Is 10 my height times my 5 and times my 8 going to give me 400? Well, 10 times 5 is 50. 50 times 8 would give you 400. So it looks like it does work out. So my correct answer is H is equal to 10.